even failure, cause I know the smallest voices, they can make it major. I got my boys with me, at least those in faith.
Hey, got lunch.
It's your man C10J10C, straight from the 305 Miami-Dade County. If it's your first time joining my channel, you know what to do. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button, so you best shot your intimate. Oh, YouTube, boy, what we doing now? Chill. Welcome back to our channel, guys. It's your host, Smoke, it's your dumbass Smoke, C10J10C, and we back out with our reaction video. Hey, you gonna love it. They're reacting to Lukas Graham 7 years. We take it back in the day. We doing a throwback. A throwback 7 years. I remember how huge and big that song was when it came out. This song is at 1 billion views on YouTube, over 1 billion. But I remember how impactful this song. So I decided to do a little throwback and said, let's react to it. Lukas Graham 7 years. Like, I know if y'all know the song, y'all probably singing your head right now. But y'all already know, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. Do all that good stuff. No, I appreciate every single one of y'all. We ain't gonna waste any more time. We taking a throwback type of day. Lukas Graham 7 years. The movie is pretty like
Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old.
Facts. Mom gave good advice when you were 7 years old. He said his mama told him to go get you some friends so you'll be lonely. Like at 7 years old, you're not supposed to be alone or feeling depressed or basically feel like you're all by yourself in the world. Yes, you're always gonna have your mother and father, but sometimes you gotta have like other people that you associate with in your life that's important to you, that you appreciate, that shows you love back. And friends are those type of people. You're gonna be friends when you're in elementary school. Like everywhere you go, you're going to meet friends. You might get there and be like, I'm not gonna make any friends, but you're gonna run into somebody that probably feel the same way like you. Let's say, I'm not gonna wear any friends. Y'all gonna say, you feel me? Like we don't need any friends. Y'all facts. Y'all having that in common, bad. Y'all friends. So friendships starts off like when you least expect it, when you don't see them coming. So the mom gave him great advice. He said once he was 7 years old, his mama told him go get you some friends or you'll be lonely. Like you don't want to be that lonely child that's basically by yourself. People question like, can he even make friends? Can he talk? Can he basically like communicate with other people? Is he gonna grow up just basically by himself and always wondering like what's wrong with him? He's got some health issues or things like that. You don't want people just making assumptions, just make everything in the book. He got diarrhea, like what's wrong with him? So you just basically like his mom gave great advice, like when she was 7 years old, like go get you some friends or you'll be lonely. You feel me? Alright, back to the video.
It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger, pushing each other to the limits. We were learning quicker. By 11, smoking herb and drinking burning liquor. Never rich, so we were out to make that steady figure. Once I was 11 years old.
Facts. So he basically said at 11 years old, pushing liquor, basically like smoking on that herb, all of that. By 11, they was wilding. So he basically, he did find friends when he by himself. Like he basically said, he was living that wild life. He was doing crazy shit, herbs, basically drinking liquor, like testing himself. And you know, at that young age, you feel unstoppable. When you're young, you feel like you're untouchable, you're unstoppable. You can't get sick. You got all this energy. You don't know what to do with it. It's all over the place. You're doing crazy shit with it. You're basically experiencing things with it, and you basically try to see like what else can I do. You see yourself as a test dummy or a crash dummy because it's like you're like, oh, I feel like I can't die, and it's like it'd be sad if something do happen to you, but it's just like at a young age you're just thinking like you got your whole life ahead of you, and basically you got so much like to live for. So you're basically doing crazy shit. You're pushing yourself to the limit, like he said. You're going beyond stuff. You're jumping from if you on a roof, you're going from a roof to a roof. If you like see the sky, you say like you wonder if you could fly. Like don't try to fly, please. Don't try to fly. If you're disgrace, like please do not try to fly. Like make sure you're near your parents. But I'm just saying, like at that young age, you're just trying to test everything else. Your curiosity sometimes get the best of you. You get what I mean? It's like I remember when I was at that age, 11, 10, like climbing a monkey bar and said, "Wow, like I'm the king of the world." And I said, "I'm gonna defend this monkey bar. Like whoever come closer, I'm gonna fight them because I feel like the monkey bar is my domain. When somebody came close, I do sad them and say, "Get away! This is my castle." Like you basically like you're pushing yourself so that you're doing different things because you're young, you have all that energy, and you just want to know what things, how everything works. You feel me? You know? Back to the video.
Daddy told me, go get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old. I always had that dream like my daddy before me. So I started writing songs, I started writing stories. Something about that glory just always seemed to bore me. Cause only those I really love will ever really know me. Once I was 20 years old.
But I'm just saying, at 11 years old, your dad was saying, "Go get yourself or find yourself a wife, or you'll like to get to marry, or you'll be living things like that." I'm like, 11? Like nobody, like bro, there's some of us in our 20s don't even know who's gonna be our wife and still wondering. Sometimes even 30s and things like that. For your dad to say, "Go find your wife at 11," it's like wow, like he's setting you up for a lot of heartbreaks because not a lot of girls will be like, "Oh, you're gonna be my wife. Oh, you're gonna be my wife. Oh, you're gonna be my wife." Like you're not gonna meet your wife right away. The chance, like. There be stories, things like when people meet their wives, like the first person they ever with, which is a blessing, man. You gotta rub that blessing on me. Rub that blessing on me. Do that for me. Like you meet your wife from the get-go, but you're gonna experience a lot of breakup. You're gonna experience a lot of pathetic and worthless girls and women. You're gonna with a lot of worthless and pathetic guys until you meet that husband, and then when you do, you're gonna feel so appreciative because you're gonna remember the journey and the steps and everything it took to get to the right person. So when a dad basically said, "Go find you a wife at 11," I'm like, bro, he's just a kid. Let him live more of his life and things like that. And then he basically said searching for glory, like things that basically like it had you wondering, like basically like the peoples that he loved don't even know that he exists. Like sometimes you could appreciate someone from afar or someone that you always have in your mind. They don't know you exist. They probably living their own life. You probably staring at them every day looking crazy, or they probably light years and miles away, and you probably look at them in a magazine and say one day thinking, "Oh, that's your wife or that's your husband," things like that. I know some of y'all be like, Beyonce, or Drake. Like, come on, like come on, y'all marry that person, but y'all can only hope and dream. So he basically said like the people that he loved and appreciated, like sometimes they don't even know he exists. So he told his dad, even at 11, like the chance of him finding a wife is like crazy. And he said the whole world, like it's just a glimpse of everything to look forward to and see. It's just a lot to think about. You feel me, though? All right, back to it.
Story got told before the morning sun when life was lonely. Once I was 20 years old. I only see my goals, I don't believe in failure, cause I know the smallest voices, they can make it major. I got my boys with me, at least those in favor. And if we don't meet before I leave, I hope I'll see you later.
Like I got my boys with me. I'm a star now. I'm on the stage. They said, "Look at Graham." Like he's seeing the bigger picture, seeing the facts, how far he came, right, and what he basically appreciate and what he loved all in his songs. And basically the writtens is there. And he said writing these songs and basically going through the journey, the sound, and everything. Like he basically telling you at 20 years old, like it was just a whole different world ahead of him compared to when he was 7 and when he was 11. Like basically it was just like wow, like damn, I couldn't never see myself going this far. Now I got the boys with me. I'm going on tours. I'm exploring the world. I'm seeing different things. I'm doing things that my mom and dad always see me doing, but it's like in my own way through music. And I get to express myself, see my feel, and basically tell my whole story. And it's just like a whole different experience. And just something that we all sometimes agree. Like we know someone's going to be superstars, and not a lot of us going to make it, but we're going to hope and dream. You feel me? Though, as we have that hope, as we have that dream, it's something that's special because we connect with different type of people in the world that we get to say our story. And then they probably have inspired, and then they start something. They say, "You were my inspiration. You you were my inspiration. And that's beautiful right there. All right, back to the video.
Since I was 20 years old, my story got told. I was writing about everything I saw before me. Once I was 20 years old. Soon we'll be 30 years old. Our songs have been sold. We've traveled around the world and we're still roaming. Soon we'll be 30 years old. I'm still learning about life. My woman brought children for me.
Alright. At 30, still learning about life, but he got a wife now. His woman brought children for him. He basically said, we've seen the world, we sold songs, we explored everything. Me and my boys, we basically like, we got to see everything we need to see through the music. I get to write everything before me, like everything in front of me, everything I'm seeing, everything I experience, tell a whole story. It's like, it's just a whole different event. Like, as he aged from 7 to 11 to 20, now 30, it's just like, wow, like, dang, like everything my mom and dad was saying, just like, wow, I just experienced it. And now just one thing left. And then finally, he got a wife, finally got kids. Like, he didn't get out of 11 with his dad was telling him, but he got it, you feel me, though? Like, he still got it and basically, like, learned so much, like, through the process and the journey of everything that he experienced getting to the age of 30. Like, stuff that we basically got to see with him because he was telling it through this song of 7 years. You feel me, though?
So I can sing them all my songs and I can tell them stories. Most of my boys are with me, some are still out seeking glory, and some I had to leave behind. My brother, I'm still savvy. Soon I'll be 60 years old. My daddy got 61. Remember life and then your life becomes a better one. I made a man so happy when I wrote a letter once. I hope my children come and visit once or twice a month. Soon I'll be 60 years old. Will I think the world is cold, or will I have a lot of children who can warm me? Soon I'll be.
Now, will I think the world was cold? Like, how will I perceive the world at 60 years old? 60 years old, I'm in my retirement house. Will I have kids come see me, be happy that I'm their dad? And then he said, my dad came 61. He was at a gravesite. I think he was reminiscing and remember everything his dad told him growing up, and find out wife, find out happiness, all that things, find friends. And then he said, there's some friends that couldn't go. Like Nipsey said, not everybody could go. You feel me? There's some friends that are still out there looking, seeking glory, the glory he once went for at 20 and 11 years old. And then it's just like, he said he's experienced everything there's experienced. And he's just like, wow, at 60 years old, he hoped that promises and things that he saw better in his life are still shining and not behind him, days not behind him, things like that.
60 years old. Soon I'll be 60 years old. Will I think the world is cold, or will I have a lot of children who can warm me? Soon I'll be 60 years old. Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. Once I was 7 years old.
That was Lucas Graham, 7 years. We got to experience the whole journey with him. Y'all already know, I appreciate every single one. Y'all, what a great owner. Y'all know, hit the hit the bell, do all that good stuff. Comment section where I want you to react to next. It's your man C to J to C, and I'm out. Be crazy.
Most these niggas ain't tryna see you win, and I can't trust nobody, not interested in being friends. It's free all of my niggas till my niggas free again. Winning blind through these